Boom. What's up, y'all? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to another edition of the Brothers of Legacy. I am A.T. Walker, the pusher, the grower, the motivator. I appreciate you guys for being here, rocking, hanging, and always being a part of what we got going on. Hey, good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Deborah. Appreciate you guys for being here. Make sure you share. Sharing is caring. I thank you guys for being a part of all that we do. And it's just a broadcast right now. We have some stuff that works. It's just life and time and things. But yeah, appreciate you guys for being here. You could have been anywhere, but you're hanging out with us. Listen, what I need you to do is this thing right here, right here. Make sure you share this conversation, tag someone as well. If you're in the pull that down a little bit. If you're in the YouTube space, make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, and then hit that bell notification so that you'll always know that the brothers is on. Um, I sent out the text. It seemed like it didn't go out, but I'm double checking. I thought I made it for today. Make sure I didn't mess that up. But we appreciate you guys being here and listen, as well as we bust out a lot of topics Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. So I can always use some assistance. Uh, Email me, brothersoflegacy@gmail.com. Email me at brothersoflegacy@gmail.com. Whether you're watching the podcast, whether you're watching the video or listening on the podcast, be sure to let us know that. Okay, it didn't know. This didn't pop up. All right, just let us know that what you're interested in, and drop us a line. Let us know what you like about the show, what you hate about the show, what you'd like to see more of on the show, and I will, or the broadcast, and I would try to do my best to accommodate that. And so, jumping into our topic today, we are discussing the struggle with staying connected. The struggle with staying connected. We always talk about collaboration. We talk about coming together. Today, I'm talking about the struggle with staying connected. The struggle with staying connected, and mostly, the friendships, the connections you make, how to maintain those connections. Yeah, we're gonna get into that. All right, so we'll be right back right after this, and let's go. I want to welcome you to the Brothers of Legacy broadcast, where we are changing our community one conversation at a time, every day.
We are creating a new legacy.
Change gon' come, change gon' come, change gon' come, change gon' come, change gon' come.
A co-op has to start with ownership. We have a mindset of either I want to make a lot of money or survive. Make a bunch of money or I got to figure out how to survive.
When you have a real bond, when everyone has, we come in with real expectations. Because this is covenant.
The whole premise is that we as a people, with our money and time, aren't often making this journey possible, often invested in the business.
You're watching the Brothers of Legacy. We don't stand out. We stand up.
All right. Good morning, Pastor.
Good morning, sir. Happy Thursday to everybody. Or Wednesday to everybody. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get ahead of the game.
Are we trying to move the week faster? You slow it down, brother. Slow it down.
Yeah. Well, it seems like I have worked 4 days already. That's what it is.
Right. You're working that hard.
Yeah.
All right. So today we're discussing some of the struggles of staying connected to people we meet, the connections we have, and I'm kind of revisiting this, if you're like, I think we talked about this before. This is like an ongoing theme with me. Right. Don't skip us ahead.
My bad.
So we ain't trying to get to Friday yet.
Some of us are trying to get to Friday.
Right. So staying, like some of the struggles with staying connected, as far as like relationship, friendships, those certain connections that you desire to keep. And I don't know. So struggling in my feelings today. Okay. So, this is, the best part of this not being a pulpit is, I express my personal feelings.
Right.
that I'm not, spouting it over the pulpit. So this is my space. But tell them why you mad, son. Tell them why you mad.
Tell them how you really feel.
Like I feel like we don't, and this will probably I'll probably end up changing the title, but we don't express enough of how we feel when connections break down. When you have an issue or problem, and I won't say I've been innocent of it. I'm sure I've done it. Because you're human. Sometimes you get mad and you bounce. You know what? I have done it when I was really young. I've done it, and I was feeling like I was squeezed out. I think we were doing some musical something, and they were like doing it, and I was like, well, I guess y'all don't need me no more. And I kind of bounced. I was just like mad. I was all in my feelings. And I know this is just one instance when I was younger that I can remember, and I just was like, I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I just felt like I had a perception of what was being done to me, and I just went with it. Like full on went with it. Good morning, Rollins. And without talking to him now in this situation, my homeboy was the bigger person in the sense where he see me bounce. He was like, yo, son, like, what's going on? Like, why you leave? But I expressed it to him, I at least told him, and we were cool. And the day, we connected back, like homeboys do, we just get over it and just move forward. But I find that with relationships that happens, like friendships, not even, and we're not talking about like, a man, woman, girlfriend, boyfriend kind of marriage. We're not talking about, I'm just talking about friendships, the lack of a better way, the more disposable relationships that, there's no big covenant. We're not connected. We didn't say we're going to be connected for life. Those relationships that can quickly fall apart. Hey, good morning, Keita.
Morning.
I find that it's just like folks don't express themselves. And I don't know if I mentioned, there was an incident that happened like several months back that one of my lifelong friends, or, I know he took issue with something I did, but he never had said anything. It's crazy. Like we always talk junk about each other, but you know how you play fighting and like I hit you just a little bit harder. So of course you going, I was like, oh wait, all right, brother. Like wait, I thought we was playing slap boxing and and like he was taking like some hard jabs, and I was like, he don't look like he's trying to be funny. He looked like he trying to hurt my feelings. So I called him, and he told me what was going on, but he just, had I just like, well, I ain't fooling with that dude no more. It just would have been an issue that just stayed in the wind. And so do you find that folks can't tell you what's wrong or not deal with certain situations head on? I know, and like I said, I'm sure I've done it because I haven't had a lot of relationships, so I'm sure I've just cut folk off over small stuff like, I ain't fooling with them. They took a quarter out my house. I saw the quarter there. I know they picked it up. over small stuff, like and just as that silly, just small stuff that could have been hashed out. Like, oh my bad, I didn't realize, that you needed that quarter, but it's do you feel and it seems like the older you get, like you notice these things, like life is too short, like mortality is like, hey, like death is like, hey, I'll be seeing you soon, like, come on, let's get real, like you just because we live our lives now, you just like someone passed, you're like, yo, that dude was like a year older than me, like they just passed, they just had a heart attack and they're gone, like Jesus is close, like I'm close, like so but honestly, like do you find that like people struggle with that, and have you in the past, like do you remember time that you just kind of cut it off and you realize, yeah, I could have just had a conversation with him, I could have mended that with just a conversation because I was just in my feelings? Thinking. No, never. You kind of like the straightforward. You feel?
It's one of the areas that I have always struggled with.
Okay.
Remember, I'm the short guy.
Right.
So it was always important that I held on to my friendships.
Right.
So I probably took more than I should have.
Okay.
So if a friendship went bad, it's not because I didn't want to talk.
Gotcha. You went after it.
Yeah, I always
went
after it.
Okay.
But the thing is, if I felt like something was wrong, I would at least try.
I got you.
If it's not received, then I'm not going to go where I'm not wanted.
Right. I'm with you on that. Yeah.
But you'll never be able to say that I kicked you to the curb. That's kind of been my philosophy on life. Is like, you're not going to say I kicked you to the curb. Now, I will admit that I've always had issues with communication.
Okay.
For me, it's unless I struggle to call you just to say hi.
Mm-hmm.
But if you call me, it'll be like we were just together yesterday.
Right.
You know what I mean? People be like, man, you haven't called me. Like, I haven't needed anything. Right. I wasn't compelled.
Right.
But there are times when like I'll call, say, hey, just want to see how you're doing. But that's never like been in my nature to do. Yeah. So someone could take that as offense. Right. And not say anything to me about it. Yeah. Well, you haven't called me, so I'm not calling him. Okay, but it just means you don't know me very well. Right. Because I've told people this over the years. So I'm saying like that's never been an issue for me. Okay. But I'm not saying that that's a good quality. Right. Yeah. No, I get sense. I get. Yeah. I do. I do. I don't know. That's all I can really say. I'm serious, man. I'm gonna answer the phone if you call. Right. And if I don't, I'm gonna call you back. Right. Yeah. I hear you on that, because I know you said like with the letters people write you, and it's just like, even because you said even your mom would write it, but you never really always one sided. Right. And thank you so much for the letter. I appreciate it. I love you. But that's on a phone call. I'm not putting pin. But again, psychologically, I think it has to do with the fact that my handwriting was horrible growing up. I was a lefty. Right. And my handwriting was horrible. I didn't like my handwriting. Right. So I was never motivated to write letters. Right. Never. Yeah. I got you. So I got you. Yeah. I don't know if that's it, but that could be. I did not like writing. Part. Right. Yeah. Right. And because I mean, I know for me, like, I get it, because after a couple of times, people looking like, what does that say? You're already like, I mean, like the first 5 lines, but after a while, it starts leaning a little bit. I get to writing a little faster. Right. Words get smaller, letters get smaller. It just happens with me. I'm connected to a bunch of people that have beautiful penmanship. Right. I'm just not that guy. So I think that might have been it. But also, like with phone calls, like it's funny. I can be on a call with someone for an extended period of time today. Right. but I went through probably from like 25 to 49.
Right.
I didn't want to be on the phone just for the sake of being on the phone. Did I freeze or you? Somebody froze.
Oh, this is okay. Am I back?
Yeah, you're back now. Okay.
Because I was like, can you hear me? And you weren't responding. I was like, oh, you can't hear me.
Yeah.
This is great. This is great.
No, I didn't have to turn the paper sideways, Rollins. I wrote left-handed, just like your hand would be if you were right-handed.
Yeah, like I'm doing like I try to like straighten and write like this.
Yeah,
you know,
I didn't write like this.
Yeah, I used to, but I hated it because then you have the 3-ring notebooks or something that you're just trying to write on. So I was like, I always struggle. So I figured out how to write straight, how to keep my hands straight and just write across. Plus, if you ever write on a whiteboard as a lefty, if you're leaning, you're racing, you're racing what you
wrote. Yeah.
So you kind of had to learn to get it straight. My penmanship ain't the best, but it works. You can at least try to read it for the most part. I try to slow down, take a minute, you know.
Yeah, I've done believe me, I've tried everything. And I've came to the conclusion, you know, I'm going to write for me.
Right.
And no one has to see my writing but me.
Right. That's, most of mine. I told my son, I said, you're going to have a lot to read. You might not understand half of it, but you just have to take the time to decipher, you know. Yeah. Make up in your mind what you think I was saying. You know what I would say. Mm-hmm. So,
Rollins is a lefty also.
Arm straight, paper sideways. I used to if it's like flat, I used to have to turn it. But then sometimes even the lines, I'd be like sloping like down the lines. But anyway, so I don't know, like I struggle sometimes with, you know, when conflict is there and discussion doesn't happen, you know, to the detriment where we lose our connection, where we lose what could possibly be a good relationship based on lack of communication. And listen, I don't know about anybody else, but I hate conflict. I hate any level of it. Conflict. Like, you know, there's issue or problems, you know, like I know some folks that can kind of just issue conflict. I'm head on. Me, I'm like, dang it.
I don't like it either. I mean, I don't like, you know, I hate when people are upset at me.
Right. Yes.
And the problem now that you want to get me talking, tell me you're mad. Then set the alarm because I'm going to talk.
We're going to talk until you're
glad. Yeah. If you want to hear me talk, tell me you're mad at me. Yeah.
You ain't gonna let it go.
I don't know how. I don't know how to just say, you know what, just let him be mad.
Right. Yeah.
Like, no, but why are you mad?
See,
seriously, what? You know,
I'm the opposite, and you know, like just like yours probably may not be good up to a point where you just like, Pastor, just let it go. Just let it go. They just mad. Just let them go. They're not gonna change their mind. For me, it's just like, all right then.
See, that worked for me. Like, if I'm mad at you,
right,
you can let it go because I'm not gonna stay mad.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna be mad about that, but I'm not gonna stay mad at you. I'll be mad at what happened, but I won't be mad at you.
Right.
And I can bounce back and, you know, oh, we need to go. Okay, come on, let's go.
Right.
I'm ready for the next thing. I move on. I have the spirit of move on.
I think I can. You know, I'm thinking in my, you know, I don't want to lie here. I don't want to sit here and lie to you guys. I'm trying to think in my head. I could let some stuff go. I don't hold it. I mean, I'll admit it may, our relationship shift. Like, we used to probably trip out and clown a little more. I might not trip out and clown with you as much because, you know, the stain or whatever you did may still sit. But we can chill or hang out and go forward. Like if we was in a group setting, you show up, I won't, here's this. I can let go of that. Like I said, just would be cool. I'm flat, boom, what's up, son? Boom, but it will feel different. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't gonna trip, not too many jokes, It depends though. Well, I take that back. It depends. If we was like really, really tight, you might say something from the past that would trigger our happy time. And then I may be able to let it go. It just depends on the level of our relationship.
I think it depends on the level of your relationship and what the conflict was about.
Right. That too. That too.
But I don't I've had far too often people have said to me, how could you still talk to that person?
Right. Right.
What do you mean?
I get that.
Because it costs me more emotionally to hold a grudge.
Yes. Yeah, because I gotta hold it. I think that's it.
I can't. It's just too heavy for me. And that's hey mom. I didn't even see Dr. Rollins. Hey, Dr. Rollins.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah. I just I've had to learn, I learned at an early age, and maybe that's because, things in my life, learning to get past certain things. I learned at an early age that I can't give someone that much value, emotional value, to hold a grudge.
Right.
It costs too much.
Yeah.
I can't what I cannot understand is how people hold grudges. What I cannot understand is the harboring of unforgiveness. I cannot understand that. Yeah. And maybe I cannot understand it because, I can't say that I've never felt pain, because you can't understand it unless you felt pain.
Yeah.
But I have been hurt.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But still, I don't care how ugly it is. I don't want to carry the weight, the burden of unforgiveness.
Yeah.
I can't, I don't want to hold something against you. Right. I don't want to be the person that reminds you over and over what you did.
Yeah.
Right. That's so that energy is such a waste.
Yeah. It takes a lot of work. It takes energy. Sean said, I avoid conflict, but learning to take things head on. He said, I felt like if it did affect my family, I'll let it go, but test my character, family, and work ethics, I may get heated pretty quickly. Gotcha.
But you get heated quickly, but you can cool off too.
Right. Yeah. Come right back down. Yeah. It depends on the connection. I have no problem letting the connection go if the person is set on being adversarial versus collaborative. Indeed.
I mean, if you're a walking time bomb, if you're, if you're pulling me down, then absolutely, Dr. Rollins, I completely.
Oh, didn't affect my family. Okay. That's what I thought you were saying. Okay. Said it felt like if it didn't affect my family, I can let it go. Yeah. I think that's huge too. Huge.
I mean, if you're a threat to my family, or a threat to my building, a threat to my progress, then it's a totally different. But I think what you're talking about is the ability to communicate. To remain connected to somebody. I'm saying, if you're foul, if you're a foul person, you've disconnected yourself.
Yeah.
I'm doing myself a service.
By
disconnecting.
Yeah. Definitely.
But I'm gonna tell you, I can't do that. I can't hang with you. If we're having that conversation, because I'm gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with me. My personality is we can talk about it. I'll tell you how I feel. I don't have a problem telling you how I feel, and I don't have a problem hearing how you feel. But if you're going to tell me how you feel, be prepared for my response.
Right.
And I think in a lot of our relationships, people want to tell you, people want to give you a piece of their mind, but they don't want to hear yours.
Right.
And I tell people all the time, there is your truth, my truth, and the truth.
Right. Yeah.
And unless we deal with all three, we're not going to get very far.
You're not going to get anywhere. Right.
Yeah.
Indeed. Hey, Mama McCory, she said, I work this morning. Okay.
She left the house this morning. All right.
He said, so that is true. So let me ask you, have there been, of course, without naming names, have there been those situations where you had to cut it off? You just I can't, this is just not gonna work, either. So both sides, either the offense, they were offended and you went down, Okay, explain to me why you mad. Okay, why you really mad? Why you mad? What's made you mad? What did I do? That don't make sense. Explain to me more. You went down that road.
I don't have,
and it never.
I can't think of an experience that I had with someone where the conversation was, I can't deal with you anymore.
Okay.
That like with a girlfriend.
Right. Yeah.
I'm breaking up with you.
Right. That's it. We're done.
Yeah. With a job,
right.
Right. I can't work here anymore.
Right.
But like with people in my village, in my family, like I've said, but I mean, like I've gotten into it with my brothers over the years, a couple of my brothers, where I've said, you know what, man, I'm not messing with you. So you get your head together.
Right.
We need to put some distance between us. I'm here for
right.
you, but I'm not here for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so if you're calling me, if we're communicating,
right,
it won't be, I'm not dealing with that.
Right.
Or I'll see you when I see you.
Right.
And that's, and like, it can get like that at times with family.
Yeah.
I've had, I call it the space between Malachi and Matthew. Right?
Okay.
Y'all know what I'm talking about? The space between the Old Testament and the New Testament. There were 400 years.
Right.
Yeah. I've had periods where it felt like the silent years between the Old Testament and the New Testament. Where there was nothing. There's no activity.
I got you.
Yeah. But you can only feel that when it's people that you love.
Right. He said silence, right? Oh, Dr. Rollins said, yep, deleted and blocked, but wasn't a close connection partner, which is probably why there was a disagreement to begin with. Indeed. Yeah. And Sam said silence. Indeed. Man. Yes, like for me, I can't, I don't know. Maybe I kind of like not thinking about it or blocked it out, because for the most part, I'm like you, Pastor. I kind of let it go. Like either we're not, but holding that, I think that always amazes me. The holding of a grudge.
Yeah.
Always amazes me. Like I can get remembering, because certain incidences you can't forget, but holding it as a grudge against somebody, takes a lot of work. I just like I got to drum up these emotions again. Just thought we was chill. Like yeah. I remember why I'm mad at you. And it's crazy how that happens. So how do you like? I don't know. Like have you ever had a connection with somebody or some bodies and you can see separation happening, distance is happening or coming?
Cry this morning.
No.
Yes. I see it. I mean, I'm dealing with that today.
Gotcha.
I have people that have separated themselves and they have their reasons, but we haven't talked about it.
Right.
Or we've even talked, but you're still separating.
Right.
As if like we've talked, but our conversation didn't go anywhere. Right. And I'm for me, it's like it's tough because being like I tell people all the time, I'm a pastor. I pastor a church, but I don't know how to be that pastor that's not your friend.
Wow. Right.
And I feel like I'm the easiest person to break up with because you can always blame it on my pastoral position. You know what I'm saying? Because people drop churches like, you drop a piece of trash in the garbage.
Right. Well, what do you do with that?
There's nothing. I mean, I don't know what to do with that. I talk to God about it. Like, Lord, what and the Lord is like, how many people you think made Jesus feel like that? Right. All the work that he did, and still he ended up on the cross.
Right.
Right. So there's nothing all you can do is, pick up the emotional pieces and move on. I make the mistake. Here's the thing, and I love it. I won't change it for nothing. But I make the mistake of being emotionally invested. Right. So it's going to be painful, and the challenge I have is I have to keep doing what I do in spite of that void, that emotional void that I have. There's people that I look for in my life, and I feel like, wow, they mean more to me than I mean to them. Yeah. Because if we shared the same value for each other, there's no way they could stay away from me. Right. But I can't chase people either. Because I got to deal with the folks that are here that are talking to me.
Right.
And I go back to Jesus said, those that you have given me, I have kept.
Right.
Except the son of perdition.
Wow. Yeah. That emotional investment, that's the word of the day. Emotional. I don't know. Like, okay, so I feel like how do you get your investment back? Like, you just like, and because we use the word investing, right? So you stick your investment into a particular business. No, I guess you lost, right? I guess you just lost it.
Listen, man.
That's what it is. I guess
I don't care
if it fails.
I could have 10 new contacts. And I still can have that void.
Right.
You love who you love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, those types of things just get taken for granted. And that's okay. It's just a part of life.
Yeah. It's just, I think it's just
a stumbling block for you.
I think the issue, and I kind of want us to talk about it, because when you go through those things, you say in your mind, I don't want that to ever happen again. And the only way that can never happen again is if I never connect with somebody else. And
that devil is a liar.
I quit. Right? He said, why can't people just disconnect or walk away without the drama?
Well, see, if there's no drama, there's no reason to walk away. Like, you can have space. You could be in a new season.
Right. Right. Yeah.
But
just be in a new season. Just say, listen, I'm in a new season. And my emotional investment is going to miss you, but I at least I recouped what I could from the connection, and then we just kind of.
But you can say it. Like, I've had people say to me, hey, I need to go a different direction. I need to go do something else. Like, okay, well, I'm always here.
Right.
Don't ever forget what,
Right. I think that's it. Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. I can live with that. It's that.
Right. Just go. Like, where you at?
Like, where? And you call me, hey, what's up? Oh yeah, let me hit you back. Crickets.
Right.
You call and you leave a voicemail. They got your message, and you get nothing back. That's cold, man. That's cold.
Oh man.
And then I'd be praying for people like that. I'm like, get them, Lord. They hurt my feelings, Lord. Get them.
Get them. Don't hurt them, but get them.
Yeah, get them.
Sounds like a contract. The contract is up. Yeah, this is all good. You do you. I'm doing me. It's all good. I don't know. Like, I think that's the hardest thing. Like, I don't know. Maybe I need to teach on that more. How to sever ties.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like,
but is that biblical?
A lesson on how to sever ties.
I'd
rather teach a lesson on. Here's the thing, because if someone's toxic, certain people you just have to cut off.
Yes, indeed.
But why are you cutting off if there's no toxicity?
Right.
The toxicity is one-sided, and that's what I'm saying. Like, Samantha said, connections are beginning to be overrated. Never. Connections are never overrated. We are communal by nature.
Yes, indeed.
So connections are critical. You ain't getting nowhere in this world by yourself.
Right. Right. That is the
Man,
truth.
That's real.
Yeah.
You know, pull your own tooth and see what happens. You gonna call somebody.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just saying, you know,
yeah.
That's what I love about that movie with Tom Hanks. Wilson, when he was stranded on that.
Oh, when he was about right.
He needed somebody so bad he talked to a volleyball.
Right.
Painted a face on the volleyball.
Yep.
If there was ever a lesson in the criticality of connections.
Right. That and I Am Legend. Remember the
talking to the mannequin.
And when they were, what are you doing out here?
Brad, what are you doing, Brad? You know, man.
Right.
Yeah.
And he was serious. He was serious.
Yes. He went in that store, was like, would you please talk to me? Hey, man. Look, that's me. That's me. Would you please talk to me?
She said, I'd rather talk to volleyball or some mannequins.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Call me in 6 months when you've had no one to talk to.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah, that connection is everything. And I know it's challenging. It's challenging. Man, listen, y'all. It's just I love my peeps. It's just challenging at times. It's just having the patience and you know, what's that part of the fruit of the spirit? Having patience.
Listen, I have some really unusual connections.
Yeah.
In my life. And I love them all. Right. And what's funny is it might be because I'm the unusual connection. You know what I mean? Like
right.
Maybe I'm the abnormal one. Right. You know? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. Sim said I got AD.
I got AD. Yeah. Yeah, but you see, that's a connection.
Yeah.
That's a connection. And believe me, if AD is all you had, it's not me, it's you. If AD is all you had, I promise you, AD at some point gonna get on your nerves.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you're gonna need a break. You're gonna need to disconnect for a while.
Oh man. All right. So real quick reset. You're watching the Brothers of Legacy. I appreciate you guys for being here, rocking with us. Make sure you share. Sharing is caring. We're talking about the struggle with staying connected. We all either been through it, going through it. We'll go through it at some point. He said that sound. Carlton Bakes dances. Oh, is it?
It's not unusual
to be look by anyone. Oh man. So I appreciate you guys rocking and hanging with us. Listen, continue to stay connected. Text us. Stay connected community. Text LWN to 84576. Text LWN to 84576. And if you're in a relationship, marriage, situationship, do I have it up here? Oh, you suck. Let's see. I thought I did. Also, stay connected with our challenge.
How starting at 10 o'clock, how can I have 7 meetings between 10 o'clock and 4 o'clock?
Every hour on the hour. That's a lot. Or some half-hour meetings. Some check-ins. They're gonna have you in 2 meetings at one time. But stay connected. Text P4F to 84576. Text P4F to 84576. And every week you'll get a challenge. This week, we're challenging the couples to write a note, a handwritten note for their sweethearts and leave it somewhere. Will it inconspicuously or conspicuously in the path of the daily grind of what they do, so they can get it.
Why does it have to be handwritten?
Oh, because that's what we do. We don't type it up. You're not texting it. You write it. Write it, Lefty. Just take your time. Take your time. See? Bam! Look at that. Oh,
I think look. I have them all over my desk, man.
See, she on it. Where's your note? Where's your note?
It was a text.
Nope. Handwritten, my brother. Handwritten. All right. So make sure you do that. Let's see. She said, I so enjoyed the great conversation with Bill. Oh, appreciate that, Mama Corey. So hopefully
she loves the connections.
Yes, the connections. And I'll never leave you, Mama Corey. I'm here for life.
I thought you was gonna say nor forsake you. You notice he left out nor forsake you.
What was that that D.L. Hughley joke? If someone pulled a gun on my mama, you pray all the time. You going to heaven. All right. So I think we've said all we're gonna say. If anybody listen, if you got some topic ideas, if you please shoot them to me. If you're connected to me on Facebook, shoot them through Messenger. She said, praise the Lord. Make sure if you're not connecting to me through any social media spaces, you can email at brothersoflegacy@gmail.com, brothersoflegacy@gmail.com, and we'll take all topics into consideration. He said you all are funny. So we appreciate you for rocking and hanging with us. Another edition of the Brothers of Legacy. Be sure to continuously check out the podcast if you miss any episodes or broadcasts, and make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, all that and then some. And we look forward to seeing you at the same time, same channel. As always, know that we love you. God loves you more. Continue to stay safe, wear the mask, do the right thing, and we'll see you in the AM. Nope. As always, we love you. Know that God loves you more. Stay safe. Thank you guys for rocking, hanging, being. Make sure sharing is caring. All of my replay peoples that watching the back.